How many of you have financial dreams which are like very big, but you do not have the concrete plan to achieve it? How many of you feel that your instant gratification of ordering every single thing has become a very big problem for your financial future? Do you know in today's day, using your UPI and easily ordering stuff has become the most common thing, and that is one of the biggest problems. It has its own advantages too. But in today's video, you are going to learn the 5 steps with which you can have your concrete financial plan and you can use your instant gratification to an extent, and you can also manage the way you plan your finances for your best financial future. Hi, this is Anirudh Bellare here. As I've mentioned in this, what are you going to learn in this video? Let's move on to the first point. Your first point is nothing but your lifestyle versus your habits. Now, what is the meaning of this lifestyle versus habits? See, understand, when you get a salary hike or salary raise, you tend to get the feeling of, buying things which you actually don't require. Sometimes you feel that one shoe is not enough. You need to have 5-6 pair of shoes for yourself. Why? Because you have earned that salary hike. I do get the point, but you need to understand that money you are spending on all your shoes and etc. things, you need to understand before doing all of that. Ask yourself this question: are your financial habits in place? Now, what is the meaning of this word financial habits? By asking yourself simple questions. Why are you buying that shoe? Why do you need an extra shoe? How is it going to benefit you? See, questions start making your mind thinking towards the direction of your particular goals. So that's why it is very important when you get your salary hike or when you earn a promotion, you need to ensure that whatever you're buying, you buy it. It's not at all a problem. But you need to ensure that your habit of saving becomes very, very important. Now, how will you do the habit of saving? I will tell you in the second point. And I hope you understood the importance of this point. The importance of asking yourself questions before doing your instant purchase becomes very key and crucial when it comes to this first point. Let's move on to the second point. Your second point, see, the second point I've already covered in few of my videos earlier, but you need to understand why I emphasize on this point so much. This is your emergency fund. See, I really feel sad telling this, but one emergency can wipe out all your savings if you don't have any of them. Please try and understand, when you live in a different state or country away from your parents, the only thing which is going to help you is your emergency fund. You may be earning how much ever rupees, dollars, or whatever amount you may be earning. But if you don't have a portion of that saved, because you never know when you will have to pay that miscellaneous expenses. Today, right now, I'm shooting this video over here. In another 4-5 years, I do not know who will come and ask, you have to pay me money. You need to get this particular item, and for that you require that amount of money, that safety net. Now, how do you create an emergency fund is more important than me giving this advice. Ask yourself, whatever is your salary, can you put aside at least 5%? Isn't that 5% very, very, nothing will happen with it. But when you actually require that money, you will have it. And it is advisable that you have a different bank account for your emergency fund. Otherwise, you can keep cash, which is one of the most underrated but important things when it comes to emergency fund. See, I don't want you to be in a situation where You will have to ask for money in spite of it being the month end. And that is why I'm giving you emphasis on why this emergency fund is important and why 5%. See, you can modify, you can make it 10% or whatever. But the goal of this second point is for you to have that emergency fund always with you, because you never know what type of miscellaneous fund can come at what period of time. That is why this point becomes solely critical. Let's move on to the third point. See, a third point is nothing but your financial knowledge. See, if I associate the first and especially the first point to this financial knowledge, now what happens when you are in an organization or any business? You solely give your time to that business. In the sense, you give your time to your corporate world or the business you're taking care of. Now, what happens is you don't take out time for your personal, that is called the me time. I would give you a suggestion that why don't you learn little bit about your financial knowledge? Now, how do you learn about this financial knowledge? You can watch videos of mine, or you can watch many videos. There are so many other videos whereby at least you will have a basic understanding. You do not need to be dependent on someone else telling you that, this is the best place to invest. You need to do this, you need to do that. I want you to be a self-independent person. Sorry for the mispronunciation. Now see, your self-independence becomes very, very important here. And that is why for you to learn this financial knowledge, you may be any science student, commerce student, whatever student, but you need to have a little bit knowledge on how you can go about your savings and investments, because whatever student you are or whoever is watching this video, managing that money part is extremely crucial, because your brain will get that impulsive thought to buy things which you don't need. Remember, if you buy the things you don't need, there will be a time when you need to sell all these things for the things you need. And that's why you need to keep this point in mind. Financial knowledge should also start increasing with your salary hike or your money hike. Let's move on to the fourth important point. Your delayed gratification. Now, what is the meaning of this word delay? The simple word of this meaning of this word delay is wait. Give yourself that time and patience. And what is gratification? It is also a component of this word delayed, whereby, say, suppose I need to buy another blazer like this. Looking at the shop which tempts my brain that I do have the money, but I feel like buying it because it looks so good. You know what? Wait for at least a week, 7 days. If you wait for at least 7 days, you can analyze and go through why do you need that blazer. That question on where will the blazer be useful. In spite of having the blazer, why do you need that extra blazer? In that 7 days, if you take a thorough analysis on small things, you know how beneficial it will be when you have to take your important your money decisions, whether it's you're buying your house or buying your car. You know why? The way you do anything is the way you do everything. How much ever small things you do it with whatever you feel it as perfection, when you have to take those larger decisions, it will become solely important. And that's why starting small makes yourself perfect, whether it is saving 5% of emergency fund or whether it is buying some particular item. See, you can buy, you can do whatever you want. This is not an advice through this video. I'm just giving you the knowledge and information that if you take and do thorough analysis of why you are buying a particular thing, it will start becoming a habit in your brain which will eventually benefit you. And that is the reason I'm emphasizing this fourth point with 7 days as delayed gratification. Let's move on to the next point. Now, your next point has a component, your financial planning. See, always remember, whether it's financial planning or whatever planning you do when it comes in terms of money, you know what is the most important thing? The most important thing is your health, your skills in which you invest in. Now, see, there are a lot of people who emphasize the topic saying health is important, skills are important, and I myself am telling that yes, but you know what? You need to be in the best shape of your physical body, however you are. You need to understand whether you take out 20 minutes or 30 minutes in 24 hours. It becomes very crucial if you do an exercise or you do walking or whatever you do. Because see, it is because of your health and your soul and your life that you are living in this human body. Without this, money will be of no use. So you need to ensure that at least you take out some time to make your health in your perfect way. When you start at a young age or whatever age, just inculcate that habit. And how do you do that? It's not that by setting a goal. Take small steps and start doing on a consistent basis. That's how it will benefit you for your best life. And now, what is the skills? Anyone can tell, do this course, do that course. See, if you are nourishing your brain by reading an article or reading books or attending seminars, you get to know and learn the information and knowledge from another person, which could be useful for your personal life. And that's how human beings learn. With both of this, taking it to your financial plan. Now, how do you do your financial plan? You need to understand that inflation is there around 7 to 8%. And it will keep eating your money if you don't invest it appropriately. And that is why for you to learn about investments, your mutual funds or whatever, you need to start the process. Now see, right now I'm not a financial advisor to tell you invest in this, invest in that. No. But I'm giving you the right mindsets whereby you can take this concept and at least start the process, because starting is important. See, if you don't start something, there will be never a finish line. It will keep sitting in your brain. For me to start these YouTube videos also, it was a very big thought. But no, I told myself, I am not losing anything. Either I teach you or I learn in the process. And in the process, what is happening? I am developing and becoming a better person, whether it's my communication skills, writing skills, or whatever it is. See, the purpose of me giving this video and knowledge or information is that I want the best for you. I don't want you to be at a level whereby people don't respect you and all that. No. I want you to be the best for your life. And that is why I'm standing here and giving my time in this video. If you do like this video, please do share it with a lot of your friends. And if you really feel you have got value with whatever I've shared, you can do subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much.